crop circles are an outward physical manifestation of energetic shifts occurring both on the superconscious level of the collective human energy, as well as the extraneous higher frequency energies that are involved in the upliftment of the planet and its populace. What is meant by this is that the images themselves are a physical translation of the vibrations that are coming in and changing the energetic composition of the planet and the population itself. It is almost like a postcard, or better yet, a report card, the kind you'd get in school, that the human collective sends itself as a reminder of the completion of each new level of growth. While the patterns are important, what's even more important is the location of these energetic manifestations on the surface of the planet. The location coordinates of the circles indicate either the power vortices that are a part of the natural Earth power grid, or they point to a specific alignment with the star systems in space, and sometimes both. Oftentimes, they intersect and delineate the convergence of two or more types of energies, which are a focal or entrance point that allows for interdimensional flow and exchange of energies in and out of that physical location. These are the points where many levels of realities and universes intersect. What you are able to perceive with your senses is but the outermost partial representation of the complex energetic content encoded into an image, which then triggers a very real remembrance of other energetic connection within every single observer, and therefore has a very unique meaning specific to them only. This means that the same crop circle will have intimate significance that will vary from one individual to the next. And so the message is, in fact, very personal in nature. It's important that you understand the source of these manifestations, for they're not extraterrestrial in nature as many of you speculate. There are other interdimensional and interplanetary energies that aid and assist in this process, of course, but not in the way you might imagine. These imprints aren't created by physical spaceships. The collective consciousness of the planet Earth is an individuated self-aware being. And while each individual person is a part of this oversoul, she, the planet, has her own goals and agenda for growth and expansion that spill out into her various components, which include but are not limited to humankind. The higher self of this being is actively involved in raising its own frequency, which in turn raises the frequency of all that are a part of her. All of the human, plant, and animal consciousness are actively involved in this collective endeavor, where each play a specialized vital role. Because this greater collective identity is a part of an even greater entity, naturally there are other energies that are involved and invested in the Earth's expansion, because the evolution of one inevitably raises all others. The ripple effects go out to all the portions of all that is. There's a constant interplay between the present and the future probable realities of the planet. The present collective consciousness is quite aware of its probable futures and the paths that can be taken and explored, and so is in a constant process of choosing and upgrading to the greatest and best version of available future probabilities. This future, exalted self of the Earth's consciousness is then constantly trying to pull the present version upward energetically to align with the desired version. And for this to happen, many inner and outer adjustments must occur. And so when each such shift transpires and the upgrade is complete, the energy literally leaves a physical imprint on the face of the planet, which encapsulates in an image the kinds of alterations that have taken place. Each such message has significance for everyone on Earth because it also reflects the changes that have happened within each individual component as well as the whole. Additionally, the crop circle designs serve as triggers to continuously reinforce the self-propelled mechanism and signify the start of a new cycle in the never-ending upward spiral of growth and development. Those beings that do not wish to participate in the overall upliftment of the frequency create an incompatible energy field, which causes a natural energetic repulsion. As a result, they cease to be a part of that particular version of the whole. So a natural shifting and sifting and separation of energies occurs. Those who remain will perceive those individuals as dying or otherwise disappearing, where they no longer share a common reality. Oftentimes, this will manifest as natural disasters or other kinds of catastrophes that seem to remove large numbers of the population. It is a voluntary undertaking, and the individuated fragments get to choose for themselves their version of reality. In some instances, the separation taking place is due to some individuals raising their frequency higher and faster than the general populace, thus making them incompatible with the predominant vibration of the planet. And this causes them to shift into a better vibrational reality.